Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully I remember the camera's over here, not over here like I usually have it. Anyway, I have some calming acoustic music from Spotify playing. And I thought I'd do you a favor and put my turban on. No, because I had my hair, they're in twists like they always are, except they're only 4. And I had it one of those scrunchy numbers, just the top, because they won't hang. So now that I took it out, I have antennas. So there you go. Anyway, this coconut milk tea from Boba Vice is somewhere that's kind of near me. I did it through Grubhub yesterday. This tastes like coconut gelato. Also, for milk teas, I always get like, well, for this place you can only put less sugar, but if I get it from Kung Fu Tea, or that's another place I usually do delivery from. There's one that I go to when I'm actually outside. Can't recall it, but I usually get like only 50% sweet, because I find like milk teas or even like lattes and stuff, they're too sweet. But yeah, this is coconut milk, less sugar. It tastes like coconut gelato. Like, it tastes better than even when I get coconut milk tea from the one I go to locally. I can't even tell you the place because my purse is in the other room. For the place I go to regularly, I have the punch card. I might have shown y'all the punch card when I did that what's in my bag thing. So it's that place. This one is by far superior. Also, they have a pumpkin milk tea. That's the one I had yesterday, because how much was it? I think you have to spend a certain number and get like, I think $8 off or something. It was like a Grubhub promo. And I was already buying my mother a fruit tea, so I just bought like an extra drink for it to go to the price. But yeah, that is hella good. It tastes just like the Talenti coconut gelato. But yeah, I thought I'd talk to y'all while I take out this laundry from yesterday. They're dry clothes, don't worry. Wet stuff I'm not gonna have sitting in a bag. That's a major now. That's already been hung up and probably halfway dry by now. Yes, I've been meaning to do an update, and I've been recording things but haven't really been posting them. So I figure hopefully I have some time before my grandfather comes back upstairs for me to just like talk to y'all without interference. That's another thing. If you ever see like a lot of videos choppy, especially if I'm just sitting like in my computer chair doing makeup or whatever, and it's kind of cut, it's because I'm taking out the background noise, at least trying to. I know somebody had asked for like for us to chop it up live. I just can't deal with, you don't know what's gonna come out his mouth, whether he's on the phone or watching the TV. And he's like loud, so I don't know. We used to have some fun on there, right? Let's see. So one thing currently is, hold on, let me put this down a little bit more. Excuse me if I'm a little gassy. I had lunch instead of breakfast. I'll just have late breakfast, but a lot of the Grubhub places, they had a pause for delivery today. I don't know. Well, that's one thing. I don't really cook that much these days. It's something I need to get back into, but I haven't had the physical energy. But the most recent thing is I have hopefully I just get through this and let it be plain and not be emotional about anything. But I've had I think the past week a lump that's like in the chest area. Last week also I didn't record or do anything because I had put gauze and tape. I just have a band-aid now because my skin is so sensitive. The tape started itching the heck out of me. So now I'm just putting a lot of anti-itch ointment around where I had the tape because now it's just very irritated. Anyway, there's a lump there. It's like under the skin, and I was very nervous and paranoid about it. I scheduled a mammogram that's for the end of this month. That was the nearest that would be available for where I could go to. I didn't know what it was. Then a few days after I scheduled that, I see that it's like a breast cyst because it started leaking. And with the leaking, it stunk. But anyway, so I've been applying ointment and covering it up. Right now it's just a band-aid, so it's not like some obstrucity, right? It's made me very nervous. It's made me very self-disgusted as well. I mean, it's not like I did something for it to be there. With me looking up things, it could be with my hormones being out of whack and stuff like that, but it was time for a mammogram. I'm scheduling it. I schedule it regardless, just to make sure, but with it being leaking, it definitely is a cyst, and I've never gotten a cyst like that. Like, I've had black ducts like under my breast, since it is huge and is always touching my stomach, right? But this is completely different. Like, it's not something you look at it and see. It's something I felt, and I felt it, and then after a while, and up to even now, moving like regular, if I'm sleeping, it hurts a lot. I'm thinking it's something that needs to be drained. Hopefully I find the courage to try to go to urgent care and see if it could be drained that way. I really am trying to avoid going to the ER. We already know my experiences with hospitals and it messing with my mental health, with just how healthcare is in general. But that's one of the latest things. As far as my hormones being out of whack, perimenopause symptoms aside, the end of last year, I did get a diagnosis for adenomyosis. Basically, to my understanding, it's just uterine lining growing outside of where it should be. But with that is extremely heavy periods, very intense symptoms, extreme fatigue. That's the classification. As far as my own personal symptoms, stop doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As far as my own personal symptoms, it does feel like sciatica. Am I saying that right? It does feel like sciatica at a lot of times. So basically, there'd be sharp pains in my back. There's a lot of times where my leg feels completely numb, especially the left side all the way down. And you know how during your cycle you could get like pins and needles type feeling, or your stomach feels like somebody's pressing it, or you're getting cramps and things like that? I have those feelings even when I'm not on my cycle. Currently I'm on a low dose birth control. I believe it's something that helps balance the progesterone. It works very minimally. Along with the adenomyosis, I am constantly bloated. It feels like a lot of pressure. I mean, clearly I have a stomach, but this is like, you know, so it's a mind trip as well as a lot of physical complications. I still do what I have to do for the most part, but it's broken up to very long extended periods of time. The center I was going to closed down, which I'm not really too sad about. It was more so it was convenient, but I'm not too sad about it because after a while, like, what I like is way outside of my budget, but I like a very posh type of scene, and when it first opened up, that's what it looked like. And then after a while, I guess staff changed and it just became another ghetto center. So it is what it is. But the thing is, when I'm going to schedule another appointment and trying to contact them for serious symptoms, that's when I found out through my own research there was nothing that said the location closed down or whatever. I got a referral for my primary for a doctor. That place didn't know anything about the condition, whatever. So currently I've scheduled for a new gyno, so hopefully they know something about something. That appointment I believe is not till next month. A lot of my time was with going to various doctor's appointments, and it became a lot for me to the point where I just stopped doing everything. Like, I stopped taking the medicine I needed to take. I would start canceling appointments. It was just a lot. Also, I currently do have a part-time job. As you know, when I get jobs and things like that, I don't go into, hey, what is she doing with my thing? I don't go into giant detail, but I will tell you it's part-time and it is what I already do on a day-to-day. I'm just now getting paid for it. So that's what I'll tell you as far as that. And that was a heck of a lot of paperwork. Like, that took a good month or two to get straightened out for real. So that took some time. Yeah. Going forward, I feel like I want to do self-care videos and just using vlogging as a motivation to actually try to do things aside from getting caught up in taking care of everything and everybody else. I do not make enough money to get the hell out of here, but I feel like I make something to at least try to experience a small part of life or something like that, you know? And that's enough of that. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll show you a couple of new things. Got some new filters. This is from the TikTok shop, and I also got the filter replacement. New purifiers, and those are the filter replacements. Then I also got this thing on TikTok. Just to put my mother's stuff in, because I was tired of seeing them all over the place. So I put that together, organized it. It's labeled. So I put the little labels here and clear tape and so on, so it's not like that visible outwardly. So that's that. Then I also got her this little ottoman thing. She could sit on it getting ready, but I bought it to put her shoes in. So that's that. Cause like too much boxes attract pests and all that. So I got rid of the stock of shoe boxes. There's still more shoe boxes to get rid of in here. Okay, and then my computer chair was peeling. So I got this cover. Because nothing's wrong with the chair itself. It's just the leather's cracking, so yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I bought new. I did also buy this thing off of TikTok to wash the walls. So that's that. I'm in the strangest angle ever. But I had took advantage of the, was it $5.95? Whatever, the last Bath and Body Works scent sale. Wanted to tell you, if you like vanilla, this smells really good from Bath and Body Works. I'm glad I also got the lotion. So I think that's it for now. Hopefully you missed me. Yeah, I'll try my best to do a little 1-2 on here. Can't think of anything else, but of course there could always be future vlogs. Alrighty, let me know how y'all are doing. Bye.